the greatest eyesight in the world, so sudden noise like that, funny starter motor can make them jump a bit. Here's a beautiful gap coming up. Of course they're going to walk out. White rhinos. Look at the side view of that one. You can see the long elongated face and jaw. Also if you look at the back, it's got that second hump just before the hind quarters, very typical white rhino shape. Stations, 3 in Kombi, halfway between Impala Plains and the 4-Ways Junction on Zoe's Road. Slowly mobile, sort of east. Let's go a bit forward again. Oh, come on, car. Don't want to make them give them a fright again. Let's just sit tight. Maybe they come out a bit better for us.
There we go.
There's big heavy horns as well. Very upset. Fork-tailed drongo in the background, they're making all that whistling. Beautiful. Look at this one. Ah, they're such prehistoric looking animals. Massive, heavy animals. This one might scratch its face. Look at the one here. A little bit to the left. We just walked up to a dead log. And let's going to clean the horn a bit on that. Oh, it's just behind a branch. Let's try and... I don't want to start the car at the moment. Push it a bit. Just going to go around this bush. Curious about us because we're not making noise at the moment. Get a beautiful look through this gap coming up here. To the left, ears pointed our direction. This distance they'll be able to see us moving as well. Obviously they're not totally blind. They can see quite well, but not in distance. They don't see, not really too bothered about things sort of further than 50-60 meters away from them. We're relying quite heavily on hearing, as you can see there. Also very good scent, very good sense of smell. Interestingly enough, they're not very vocal animals. They don't make a lot of noises. They do a beautiful, it sounds almost like a dolphin, which you hear often the little calves making around their mums, like a literally sounds about like that. It's quite almost bizarre when you hear it the first time, this big animal making a noise like it. Very endearing sound, and it's normally heard between a mother and a calf. A bit of a snorting sound sometimes if they get a fright. But not very noisy animals, apart from when they walk. You can imagine weighing 2 tons, walking and running through the bush. You make quite a bit of a noise. round leaf teak leaves there in the front. You can see how they just blend in, especially being quite a grey day out here. Sort of stone grey colour, the rhinos. It sort of melts away into the bush. There's a nice gap coming up just in front here. So, helping it out of the car here. I'm just loving the colors here. Look at that beautiful leaf right by the sort of the base of the horn. It's the area we're driving through now. It's got a lot of these round leaf teaks, sort of a low shrubby bush growing around. You're not eating all that much. Elephant eats a little bit of it. Occasionally your browsing antelope will eat little bits of it. And these rhino are going to walk into a clearing for us just now. A bit of open grassland, just a little patch about the size of a tennis court. Ah, look at that. Beautiful. That's the kind of habitat, typically if you look at white rhinos, areas that they really thrive in. They love grassland. They're bulk grazers, they eat only grass. Big animal. Look at that wide belly, stomach area. It's an extremely strong neck. You can imagine carrying a head that size. The head alone, the skull and the jawbone will probably weigh a few hundred kilograms in a rhino like this. Probably about 200, 220 kilograms for the head. You can imagine the neck muscles and shoulder muscle to support that weight. Back to grazing again. Not really worried about us now. We're a little bit further away and not moving much, so we can get back to eating. You can see that neck and shoulders again. With the black rhino, the other species of rhino you get in Africa, much shorter neck and shorter face. They're more browsing rhinos and also almost more athletic. They're about half the weight of the white rhino, even though they're about the same height. The white rhinos are the sort of sumo wrestlers of the bush, really big, bulky, heavy animals. And yet very graceful. Whenever you see these animals moving, or especially when they're running along, or they've got like a little trot almost, considering that they weigh more than the car we're driving here at the moment, more than this four-wheel drive, they're very graceful, very powerful. They carry themselves with ease.